The upcoming key elections in Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Wisconsin hold a potent mix of hope and trepidation for the Democratic Party. A recent surprise victory in a Pennsylvania local race has injected a sliver of optimism, suggesting a potential resurgence after a period of significant political struggles. However, failure in these crucial races could solidify the party's position in a prolonged period of political wilderness, exacerbated by historically low approval ratings reflected in recent polls. The spotlight intensely illuminates two vacant congressional seats in Florida, the 6th and 1st districts. These vacancies, created by Mike Waltz's transition to a Trump cabinet position and Matt Gaetz's unsuccessful attorney general bid, respectively, represent high-stakes opportunities for both parties. With House Republicans clinging to a razor-thin majority, 218-13, and 4 seats currently vacant, these Florida races are critically important. The precariousness of this majority was highlighted when Trump withdrew New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik's nomination for UN ambassador, a move widely interpreted as acknowledging the vulnerability of marginal Republican districts. Waltz's former district presents a particularly significant challenge for Republicans. State Senator Randy Fine, the Republican candidate, is trailing his Democratic opponent, Josh Weil, in fundraising, raising concerns about the potential for a Democratic upset, although a Republican victory remains far from improbable. In the 1st district, Republican incumbent Neil Dunn faces Gay Valamont, a gun violence prevention activist, in a contest that will undoubtedly be closely watched. Adding to the complexity of the situation, 2 other vacant House seats, one in Texas, following the death of Democratic Representative Sylvester Turner, and another in Arizona, after the passing of Democratic Representative Raul Grijalva, remain unfilled, with special elections yet to be scheduled in both cases. The timing and outcome of these elections will significantly impact the overall political landscape. The recent Democratic victory in Pennsylvania's 36th senatorial district, where James Malone defied expectations to win a seat that heavily favored Trump in the previous presidential election, provides a much-needed boost of morale. This upset win, coupled with the upcoming Wisconsin Supreme Court race, offers a complex picture of the shifting political dynamics at play. The Wisconsin Supreme Court race is another pivotal battleground, where the influence of Elon Musk will be directly tested. Musk, a vocal supporter of Republican candidate Brad Skimmel, has invested an estimated $10 million through a political action committee, funding advertisements against his opponent, Susan Crawford. Skimmel also enjoys the support of Donald Trump. Democrats, too, have invested heavily in this race, contributing an estimated $32 million, with substantial donations from prominent figures like George Soros and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. The outcome of this race will profoundly impact the balance of power on the state's highest court. The national picture, however, presents a more daunting challenge for Democrats. The party is grappling with historically low approval ratings following Kamala Harris's November defeat, and internal divisions over the party leadership's perceived failure to effectively counter Trump's influence are undermining their effectiveness. A recent CNN poll revealed a startlingly low 29% favorable rating for the Democratic Party, an all-time low in the poll's 3-decade history. Furthermore, 57% of respondents expressed a preference for Democrats to directly oppose the Republican agenda rather than collaborating on bipartisan legislation. This sentiment was recorded before 10 Democratic senators, including Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, joined Republicans to pass a spending bill this month, narrowly avoiding a government shutdown. The confluence of these local and national factors creates a highly unpredictable political landscape. The upcoming elections in Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Wisconsin will serve as critical barometers, offering valuable insights into the trajectory of both the Democratic Party and the broader political climate. The outcomes could signal a potential resurgence for Democrats, or conversely, confirm their prolonged struggle for political relevance. The stakes are exceptionally high, and the consequences will reverberate throughout the political system for years to come. The intensity of the campaigns, the significant financial investments, and the intense media scrutiny all underscore the critical importance of these upcoming elections. Every vote cast will contribute to shaping the future of American politics. The success or failure of the Democratic Party in these key races will not only determine the immediate political landscape, but could also define its future direction and viability for years to come. The weight of expectation, the uncertainty of the outcomes, and the potential for both triumph and defeat make this electoral season one of the most consequential in recent memory. The coming weeks and months will be filled with intense political maneuvering, strategic campaigning, and perhaps most significantly, the collective decision of the electorate. The path forward for the Democratic Party, and indeed for the nation as a whole, hangs in the balance.